welcome back. After my last video, still can't get me head around anything, so everything to do with Mason's pond now is in there, in bleach. The bucket I use, I have got two, but the other one's got alpha grog in it. Any nets, anything to do with Mason's pond is all in there, having bleach, even the sticks. Just in case any contamination. I don't know where from, because as you know, that's got its own system all in there. The net's there, everything is in that shed there. Thankfully them fish are okay. In here, everything in here. I don't even use that on my big pond. I was thinking of doing it simply because I've got a set of pipes. The Uber pipes, I've just put them in there now. Well, the ones I put in the water. I'll put this one in as well. I've got another set of these in the filter house over there. So this is the only piece that will go in the water. So there's a reason why there's a bend on there. In the bottom of the IBC tank, that fits inside, so I can clean the hole out inside. So I'll put that in bleach as well. I can have a bit of a soak in bleach as well. So my intention was to hoover the deep end. As you know, I've got this on now. I was going to remove this the other day. Noticed Dave took his off a little bit early, he admitted himself. And I was going to do the same. And I'm glad I did, because the 13th we had a bad frost where the windscreens was frozen and everything, so I'm glad I left that on. Tony bog, that planted off Tony bog, still growing with that bubble wrap, look. What a brilliant idea that is. And my other plants, if you remember, there was just roots in the pot. I'm growing underneath the plastic there, so I'm glad I left that on. Again, fish are more great, really am. Now check's getting stuck into the bubbles there, look. I just love it, don't they? While I've got the phone out, I'd like to say thank you to Mad Dog for inviting me to his open day. Couldn't get there. Mason's football again. He started playing for the Saturday team, MJPL, Midlands Junior Premier League, on a Saturday. For some reason, referees couldn't get out of bed early Saturday morning, so they're normally 12 o'clocks, whatever. So I never had a chance to get over there, and obviously by the time I'd finished that, got back over, he wanted to go over the field, which is the norm for mate. I didn't get a chance, but Glenn, nice one, mate. And I'm glad you had a good day, everybody who went. I'm glad you enjoyed it and had a good day. Back to this anyway, leaving them in bleach. No updates on the fish at the moment. It's only been a couple of days since I finished recording the other video that you've watched. So we'll just have to see what happens. Ooh, it's a bit windy off Storm Dave. Fancy naming a storm after a twat. They should have called it Storm Twat, shouldn't they, really? Okay then, so soaked all these in bleach. I've put a couple of things away. As you can see, I've got the hose pipe out now. I'm just going to give them all a good soaking in tap water. Apart from that, I don't know of anything else I can do. Just flick it in here and show you the... Oh, look at that, Dave. Whoa, mate, that's how you grow them, look. Dave was giving me lessons last year how to keep Daphne. Not one, not two. Oh, the sun, of course, because of the sun. 3 tubs full. Oh, look at them beauties, look. Oh, look. Dave, if you want any tips, mate, just call me. Yeah, I'm available. I did a bit of a water top up yesterday. Been watching Leo Kills. I'm not doing that. Video this morning. And he's got himself some of this. Now that's what I started putting this in, this tank. And Tony Dave said sometimes this can irritate your fish. And I don't realise this takes all the metals out of your water as well, so treated them on. Oh, that's too much bars. For 10. So I'm going to leave it till, if I get chance Friday, I'll do it Friday. I think they do a really good 50% water change, and I put some of this pond detox in. I'm just giving them a bit of a feed before I come in here. Them all looking good. Don't have a shout on the camera, but this here all's blocked up. Then we've got a cold coming. Like the old Nostradamus. I'm just going to swirl these off now. I've got my t-shirt off, I've been airbrushing in the lean-to. So I'm having heat sweats in there and I'm cold out here, so I'm going to get that all that swirled off and put away. Okay then, so I've put 2 doses of antibacterial. See if I can try and solve this problem. And it don't seem to have any effect at all. And I'm just looking at the fish at the moment. I just don't know what to do anymore. I'm a routine check. You can see that as soon as they see me, they come up for the food. Look. Do our feeders on 2 feeds a day. We'll just wait for them to feed them up. And I do this every day. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to give it a 50% water change. And like I said before, the only thing I can put it down to is the metals in the water. So, my old faithful, like I say, my carrying buckets. So I'm going to drain off the tank. And I've got 2 sponge filters here. I'm going to give them a swirl first and then change the water. Okay then, don't know if you can hear me. 2 sponge filters that I use, fish tank filters, absolutely brilliant these are. And you can actually see that, I'm looking at the camera here from the floor. And you can actually see that hardly any crap at all it's collecting. I've got 2 of these in the tank. Quite a bit deep into that little groove there, just to get the cut out of it. Obviously this water is the water out of the tank. These have been for quite a while, these have. And I think this is half of our problems with the koi. Especially after watching on YouTube, I think the marble cleaner and everything. They probably would have saved it many a time before. The sort of crap coming out of that. I think they're taking too much of the what we think is bad bacteria. I think they're taking too much out of the system. Because in nature, rivers, lakes, canals, nobody there that just puts filters in, there's none of them to clean all the shit out the bottom. And they survive. So I think them just trying to get stuff too clean, and I think it's creating a bigger problem. Look at that water, look at that, that's just one. Like I said, I had in these for months. So we'll do these. Put that one back in. Fresh green towel. Got rid of the other one. That's the bleach and everything. Again. Nice green towel. I'm going to tip this away now into the filter. Okay, second one, just going to tap the water. You see a little bit of, not much, good bacteria, bad bacteria there now. A little bit on the bottom of the sponge, of course, see. I think you'll see that on the camera, it's too far away. Then get me a little brush and brush that out. Got a couple bits off of that sponge. We've also this we've done before. Done with the other pipe around some of the fish crop. The problem I've got, the bottom of the RBC, where the outlet, the water goes out. I have to put one of these in front of the hole, stop the fish going into the hole, because the cage, remember the cage come off. So it's probably helping the cleaning of it. Because obviously the cage's sucking all the water out of the tank, it's having to clear that sponge first. You can see how much crap's on that sponge. What I tend to do, and I've said this on a video before, in the old Hoover, the Hoover turns itself off. Always lift that little slide thing there. When the Hoover turns off, always open that up. If you do that, the dirty water just flows back into your pond. And then obviously close it there, carry on hoovering. So I'll just switch that pipe now to this one, and that'll go inside the hole. Any crap in there, it'll suck that out there. I'm going to finish this off now, I'll get back to you now, there's something stuck in the way for that. Something else I'm about to try. I've never done it. When you run your water through your hose pipe, let it run your garden for 4 to 5 minutes to get all the water out the hose pipe. I've never done that. So, I've got it running through that pipe there now, onto my plant pot. So I'm going to time that for 5 minutes. And then I'll pull that pipe out there and let it run into the tank. I don't go halfway because the fish was starting to get a bit skittish. I don't want to stress them out more than they need to, so that's probably going to take 3 hours to fill that is now, so There's my inlet for my overflow, so just below that. Okay then, so the 5 inches up. From the towels. What I should have made is a water test before and after really. Just to see clearly if this would. I'll give it now, so get that top up there, set the timer now for 2 hours. Set it for 2 hours. Oh, set the water, timer for 2 hours for the water. And see how we get on with that. While I'm waiting for the water to top up, the old mate, Stu York, Yorkie Koi, telling me about some cameras he bought off Temu. Oh, all the shops are available. Good bit of kit. We couldn't get them to work. He kept saying it was offline. Function all the way around, up, down, and you can speak through it as well. Good night vision. Every time we took it out the house, he kept losing connection. I spoke to Yorkie about it. These cameras, you've got to leave them plugged into the mains on a USB lead. So if it's for outside your house, I don't know how you get round that, to be honest with you. So what I've had to do, look, is run it down there through the shed. First hole, piece of steel behind it, that far out, and then into the plug, and they work lovely. But you can see that cable there, OCD. I want it to come behind that post, up there out to sight, cable tied across there, whoops, cable tied all the way up there, and then down there somehow. So that looks so obvious or messy. So that's what I'm doing. So I've just got myself a piece of cable, because obviously that hole is lower than that one, so the cable's got to come down there. So I'm going to pull this plug out. I don't know whether these will be waterproof, if I'm honest, because you just see the memory card there. There's a reset button there, and the speaker's on the back with holes in it. I've got it outside. It is sheltered somewhat by this, but I'm going to put a small piece of polycarb or something there just to shelter it a little bit more, just so as the drips don't drip on it, run down it and spoil it. The idea of that camera, I have to ask about checking the fish when I'm on holiday, because it just sends you paranoid. So the idea of that is, when I put my trickle in, as you've all seen before, that little blue pipe sticking out there, I had to walk all the way down the garden, turn the tap on, come all the way back up here, check the flow of that water, and then backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. And I've got a tap on there, and I've also got a tap inside before it comes to the filter system, the 3-stage dechlorinator. And you just can't get the water to run nice out them pipes for them taps, and they drive me mad. So them fully open, and I do it by the tap down there, so I can just look on my camera and see the flow in that water. That's what I want. And obviously I can still look at my koi as well when I'm in the house. So what I'm about to do now is tape that piece of wire on there, because this is the smallest plug. That'll feed all the way through there for all those that don't know how to do it, and then it should pull out there, and then I've got to do it backwards the other way, because the USB plug's the biggest plug, and I don't want to make a great big hole for that. So I'm going to crack on with that now. I try to show people how to suck eggs, just for people who don't know. So I've wrapped the wire through there, as you can see. I've pulled the cable out. Now all I'll do now is take that tape off, put the longer cable on. But I've had to try and keep that yellow cable on the top of that, because if you go down the side, the hole ain't big enough for the plug to go through, and it's moved with the tape. So without damaging that plug, I've struggled to get that on the top of there like that, but I've managed to get it through anyway. So I'll just do the reverse thing now, and this little plug's got to go through that way out. The plug's pulled out the tape, so I'm going to get my screwdriver and my hook. I was just on the way back down to the house, and look at that. I've been up down this garden all morning and I ain't seen that, and that is a piece of alpha grog. And if you read my video the other day, I've got another orange bucket with alpha grog. How's that got from there down there? Spooky. Now I've got a faff now trying to get that wire back through the moles. Never mind. Oh, magic. I've got it through. What I need to do now is try and get a rubber grommet out of this plug and fill that hole, and I've got the grommet up there, but the hole in that's going to be too big anyway. But it's just going to stop some of the moisture going into the sheet. You don't normally catch any water on here. As you can see, I've done put some perspex along there so the rain runs away from the building, so it should be okay. But I'm going to put that rubber on anyway just to stop the cable rubbing on that metal there. It's aluminium that is, so it won't rot. Oh ho! Ooh. I took me bell down. I might as well give that a lick of paint while I got the airbrush on the go. All plugged up nicely. Excess cable I've just shoved behind that board. Very nice. You've seen me before in the garden. Little ornaments I've had that I've airbrushed. I had an old windmill off my next door neighbour years ago, and the blades, or whatever they call them on the windmill, they corroded years ago. So I thought I'd make some. I ain't finished putting them together yet, but that's them. So when I've done that, I thought the windmill looks a mess. And I've also got a geese I'd have from next door neighbour. I've already done one. You've seen the one I've done, and it was just all black. If I can add the pictures onto this, I'll add it on so you can see the difference. So the black geese now looks like that, and the windmill looks like that. And like I said, if I can add a picture of them both on, I will. And then these three little things I had round the pond, you'll see them on some of my videos. That one was just a mess, that one, so just thought I'd give me a bit of paint. I've got to use some 2-pat lacquer. I know it's everybody's cup of tea, but it's something else I'm doing for our more pond. I'm just going to tidy up now, take my bell down the garden, and I'll show the dolphins that I am going to show you how I'm painting them. A lot of people don't know, it's a koi channel, but I'll show you what it is I'm going to do. Back in my lean-to. I'll just get that up on the boil wheel now. I've managed to get the bell off. That's unscrewed lovely, even though it's rusty. And the spiders leave the nests and everything, look. Clean that off, clean all that up, paint that up. That's me down. This used to be a coffee table in the living room. I advertised it, nobody wanted it. If I can add a picture, like I said, if I can add a picture of what they was like before, I'll show you before and after. Just getting me spray gun ready. Got a few paintbrushes as well to touch little things you can't get to with the airbrush. Clean that bell off and paint that. I might paint that gold actually. And I'm going to show you me clean them all off. I'll clean them all off, and then I'll when they're painted, I'll show you what they look like after. Got a bit carried away with the painting. Got to set the alarm. Just give these a feed. I'll try and drain some water out now. Spent all that time and painting my bell. Absolutely stunning. Should have took a photo of it before I lacquered it. I've lacquered it, it's gone pink. Well, the ducks have gone pink. Oh, no. Look at that tomorrow. Octave. I think they've never been fed. I've got the bits hanging up, drying. Done a lovely job and all, done the bell. I've done it gold. I've put the lacquer on it. It does look nice, actually. It looks like copper now. It's just the ducks have gone bloody pink. That's looking rather cool. It's just the lacquer's reacted and sent them pink. It's mad because the other colours it affected it. Anyway, it's better than what it was. I know that I'll leave it like that because it's pissing my forehead. Well, disaster on the paint department. But I'd repaint it. And it works. Oh, sorry about the camera work. Just opening the shed up. Move my hand out of the way. See how the dolphins and everything else turned out. The goose that was black. Windmill. I decided to. These two was already done over a year ago. I've just cleaned them all up with a brush and touched a little bit of the paint that was missing in white. He's got a little scuff on his head there, but I ain't bothered. And I've done that black and yellow. Just got to get myself some twat lacquer and lacquer them all. The old dolphins don't look too bad at all. Things we get up to, eh? Oh, the old currant bun's out nice, ain't it? We'll check on the fry to finish this video off. As you can see, another brand of water going. Trying to get rid of them really, but can't keep them all, unfortunately. All looking good, thankfully. I forget without dropping the phone in the water. Oops, sorry about the camera again. I'd like to thank you all for subscribing. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe. Share it if you've enjoyed it. And as always folks, don't forget to polish our thumb. You know you want to. Until next time.